Good day, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, we're coming back with Kaune's story. Yes, it is not a nice story. It's a very sad story. These two people are parents to this boy. They've actually lost a child. But hey, it is right now, we need to talk about it because there's so much that is happening around the story, around this incident or accident, which is we need to update you. I mean, we started the story, so we need to come back and update you. The update as we speak, Unduna has actually responded, and Unduna didn't respond just voluntarily after hearing the hit. No, he responded because Utitimba, those who don't know Titimba is in property, but also is part of a company that, or an NGO, whatever you call it, that actually looks after men. You know, if you've got a problem, Titimba will have these sessions and events where he calls men. You know what? I am not the spokesperson for Titimba's company, but it deals with men and stress and men teaching each other how to be a real man or a real father or a real partner, whatever you call it. But in any case, fast forward. So Utitimba reaches out to him and say, you know what? People are asking me ukuthi why ngithulele ntoni, why am I not talking when one of the brothers, you know, is actually being accused of everything else that is happening online right now on social media. Why am I not saying anything being the president of this actual company? So Utitimba that's when he decided, you know what, let me reach out to both of them to say, this is what is happening and I am sending you this because people have asked for me to intervene. And I feel like this is a family matter. Can you please make sure that we talk about it and all of that? And I was like, before I even saw any response, I was like, what family matter? You've got someone who's actually lost a child and family matter kopi, and you were not involved in the bearing of this child and you don't even know what really happened to this child. So so apparently he reached out to him, and then this is when he sent this explanation what really happened. And I think the gist of it is like Ulisiho did not cooperate. But we saw, Tina, the messages that were sent by Ulisiho between them as in emails or messages on WhatsApp or emails. So we understand very well ukuthi Unduna somehow there are, you know, instances where he's not telling the entire truth, which is as call up because sometimes you do forget. I mean, so he might as well forget. He's just lost a son, so I'm sure now he's grieving. But in any case, then Ulisiho was like, no, talk to my publicist. Don't talk to me. And then it continued like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. But then the whole story, please go through it, my friend. It does not make any sense in terms of, can you tell me that this is the reason why you went ahead and decided to bury someone's child without them seeing the child, without their involvement? And yes, you are saying she didn't cooperate, she didn't do this. But I mean, what was the rush for? Why were you rushing? We understand that there was a point where you didn't want Ulisiho to come with the family. And I mean, we've got that on emails and all of that. It's all over social media. So what are you saying about that? But in any case, this is what he's saying. He tried to reach out to Ulisiho. Ulisiho was not cooperating. Hence, he decided, you know what, I'm not going to stop the arrangement of burying the child. And she knew, okay, you can just come to the funeral. Now that you don't want to cooperate, come to the funeral because it's happening with or without you. I'm just but that's what it means, Mos. Mean I can do this. And in terms of whether what he did was legal, he feels he says he's got the documents that are actually saying that he submitted all the documents that were needed for him to bury this child. Whether he was on the abridged certificate, but there was proof that he sent that he's actually the father, and that's the reason why he was granted the right to bury the child. We don't have those documents, and he did even say, by the way, there is an inquest. The people of the police or whoever, the investigative officer, they're coming to the house today, or was it yesterday, to speak to the people that were in the house, including the helpers. But now for me, I'm saying, is it not a little too late? Why didn't we do this on that day the 5 police were there? Why were these helpers locked in the room, or why did they lock themselves in the room? Yes, in Asaz, but in any case, this is his side of the story. Like I said from the beginning, we would want to know his side of the story, because in any story, in any accident and incident, there are three sides of the story. My friend, this is how I see it, and this is my thing, and this is my opinion, whether it's good English or it's not. But firstly, there is my truth as the one who's accusing you, and there is your truth, the person that that is accused by me, and thirdly, there is the actual truth, which is in the middle. Lapho ke awukhona ukuthi maybe this is what could have happened. No, he did. He said no. That's nothing but the truth. But let's just hope that eventually we'll get to a point whereby these parties actually bahlangane bakhulume ukuthi what really happened. And the saddest thing is that in cases like this, when someone passes away, they do not come back. He's gone. He will never come back. And this is the sad part of it. But my friend, what do you think of what Unduna is saying here? Do you think that now that you've got his side of the story, now we are okay? Actually, we were all of us accusing him. So with our allegedlys, it didn't matter, because honestly, we were actually judging him. Thank you so much, my friend. But please, I'm begging you this time, do not forget to subscribe. Hit that like button, but also comment. I shall see you on the next one.